Montana Family Homestead. Welcome to our channel.
Getting some quality time in there with the old dog on a Saturday morning. It is a brisk, what is it, about 20, 22 degrees. And we've got Spud on some vitamins. We've got him on some probiotics that I got. And Mary got something at the vet. I'm not quite sure what it is, but she got some stuff that is supposed to help with his hips. Better for the inflammation, and this guy is doing just quite a bit better. So good to see him like he was a few years ago. His hips are still, well, his hips are still not like they were, but he doesn't stagger around as much as he used to. And yeah, he's up and about, not laying around quite as much, so it's good to see him up and about. We've been a little bit slow in getting our videos out. It's not that I don't know why I can't get my hat on right this morning. But anyway, it must be the angle of the camera that makes it look a little bit crooked. But last week was a really busy week as far as just catching up with cleanup. Still haven't gotten that done. We've got these areas here. As you can see, there was a trampoline, there was a tree there, and there's some more there. And we have just all these spots that are bare. Trees were in them, dug the roots out, hauled the debris away. Today we are headed over. We got an event going on. There's an old elderly gentleman that I think he had a heart attack or something a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago. Passed away suddenly from our community, and there's an auction today over at the farm to market store where they're gonna sell his tools and other stuff. So yeah, kind of a sad deal because he was a large part of the community. Jim was one of those guys, once you met him, like 10 minutes later, it felt like you'd known him for a long time. I'll just go up the back stairs here to the loft of the barn or the shop, and kind of show you guys a little bit all the slash piles we got going on down there. The greenhouse is still not fixed. I'm a little bit slow and, well, cautious or hesitant might be the better word on getting stuff planted in the greenhouse, because the last couple of springs, we've been here 2 springs now, and where we are geographically, it just keeps freezing hard. Last year I had everything planted in the greenhouse, wasn't going to have to really buy anything as far as plants, and then it was like, I think end of April, almost May, and it got down 3 nights in a row to like 18 degrees and everything just froze. So yeah, there's just a lot of brush back here. We're going to be taking more of these trees out that are leaning, looking at moving the sawmill back here. I personally do not like to see the sawmill from the house. Sawmill itself is fine, but there's always just logs sitting around. It just always looks like people have trash in their front yard when you see a sawmill. But what's going on here is April 1st we can get burn permits, and then we are going to be getting rid of a lot of debris around here. I have more trees that I'm going to be getting. People have been contacting me about trees that are going down. So what I do in a situation like this, the farmers have a saying that says you make hay when the sun shines. And well, right now is the season to gather wood. I can gather it, store it back here. It's out of people's way. And for future projects, I can go out there and I can mill whatever I need. Usually, most logs are good for about 2 years if you, before they start getting too big. The cracks and checks that are getting too big. I want to show you some of the stuff that I milled. is right here. Those are posts right there, and then some 1x. I'm gonna point my hand the wrong way on the camera here. Got to get used to that. And what's up, Spud? Yeah, it's a nice fresh morning, and he is so good to see him doing better. Maybe I'll give you guys a quick update on the chickens. I still have some in the greenhouse, and I got a bunch more of the ones that we hatched out with the incubator are in here, and not sure what's going on. It looks like most of them are roosters. High rate of roosters, so might end up going in the crock pot. But yeah, they're doing very well. I moved them out in here, and we got a bunch of black and whites, very unique feather colors, and then some brown mixed ones. And then let's go in here. What's nice and it's amazing because I have about, I think, 1.5 2 inches of foam in the walls and about 3 inches of ceiling, and it is probably about, I'm gonna say up close to 55 in here, and it's 20 degrees out, 22 degrees outside. Got all the chickens there, and we have another one that's wanting to make more little chickens right here. Check this out. She is nestled in there. I'm not sure what ails me, but when a hen wants to sit and make 3 chicks, I kind of have a hard time to tell her no. Up in the loft of this barn, I have more lumber that I milled that's drying out. That's going to be trimmed for the downstairs basement, but got to get that dried out. It heats up very much up. Loft of the barn warms up pretty well, and so I thought only one of my trailers got hit, but I have a small hole in the front of this one. This one is the main one that got hit. I tried to straighten that up. I'm gonna put some diamond plated aluminum up there, about 10 inches or so. And we used this trailer the other day too, and I was like, why is there water on the ground here? Well, one of the things I thought was just a chunk of like a branch that maybe landed on it when we were taking the other branches off. Ended up, it was a branch that went clean to the roof, so got another one of those things I need to fix. But up in here, we still have just a mess. A lot of trees bent over. As you can see, stumps that we're going to haul off to the landfill. Yeah, it's springtime on the homestead, and you know, when we bought the property, I had a gut feeling that don't plant early on this property. And I see that gut feeling was very true, because it freezes. Like, and the amazing thing is, a lot of times when I get out to the highway, 2-3 miles from here, it'll be 3 to 5 degrees warmer. And it's often like in the springtime, it's the difference between freezing and not freezing. Well, it's probably almost a month in the spring where it freezes here and doesn't freeze in a lot of places. But we love it out here. It's private. It borders national forest. We can't see any neighbors, and the boys have got room to roam. It's very nice and peaceful out here. We're very happy and blessed to be here. This is just another section of we haven't got to yet. We cut the wood. Got a bunch more branches there that are going to be gathered up. And anyway, that's a quick update. I need to turn this thing off because, man, my little pinky is just about froze stiff, or it feels, it's really cold anyway. Go in where it's warm, and I'll continue up with my cup of coffee.